Down Home Up Close is brought to you by Growing Ideas Florist in Midlothian.
Hey Ellis County, I'm Amy Trull, and I am here again with Miss Jane in her backyard. And today we are going to talk all about her greenhouse, her amazing new space right behind us. And tell us how you dreamed up, wanting this and in your backyard, and why is it so special to you?
Well, several years ago, Ron bought me a greenhouse. It was just a regular plastic-looking greenhouse, and it was beginning to show wear and tear, and the windows didn't want to or work quite well. So I started looking online, and I saw the most amazing builder. These people are in Mansfield, Arkansas. So they build this greenhouse and deliver it to you. And they like pulled up front, put it on a little machine-like thing and went bang, here it is. And I'm like, oh.
So it came already built?
Already built.
Wow.
But you can order what you want on it.
Okay.
So I wanted electricity,
Uh-huh.
I want water, and I wanted a chandelier. You'd have to understand, my greenhouse, last year we had to end up taking everything out of the greenhouse because of the freeze, because it was just not warm enough and you couldn't heat it enough. This particular greenhouse with the wood on the sides of it will allow me to go through any kind of weather.
Okay.
I have loved gardening since I was a little kid, so it was just like, I'm going to do this, So I've had a lot of fun with it so far. I've been, as Ron calls it, the decorating, but to me it's a functional process. And I'm going to probably take most of the things out in the summer because it gets a lot warmer than a regular greenhouse.
Yeah.
But I want to grow reblooming the orchids.
Okay.
Friends have started giving me orchids. So I want to rebloom those, and I want to start the vegetables and things like that. So,
Awesome.
so
Whenever you're thinking about, getting a greenhouse, or like what are some plants that really thrive in them?
well, just about anything will. Especially a lot of people do it just for the vegetables, especially if you were to live up north, because it's really hard. You can buy your plants, but let's say you can buy a tomato plant right now for $5 or. I'm sorry, this is my child who doesn't understand manners. Oh!
What's his name?
His name is Johnson. I was going to say Thomas. His name is Johnson.
It's okay.
So
He wants to be in
he
our
wants to be in our
video.
So, like, you can buy tomato plants. You can go and you can buy one at $5.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, you think $5. And so now I can start and I can get the variety that I want. This will allow me to get a variety of tomato plants and squash and various things. So that's one of the reasons I wanted it. But I also wanted it because I just really love doing things like reblooming the orchids. Some of my friends have found out that in a greenhouse you can rebloom them pretty easy. So that has been another reason. But it's just, I have to admit, when it came and they delivered it, my neighbor and she and I got down on the floor because it was so empty, and we just laid there and bask in the sun.
I love it.
Because it was, a few months ago, and it's still kind of chilly, and we're like, oh, the sun. So that's kind of a silly point, but,
That's awesome.
it's something I enjoy. And then being a master gardener, it gives me an opportunity to raise vegetables and other things that probably wouldn't raise if I didn't have the greenhouse.
Well, I know so many people get frustrated, even with their raised beds because of critters, getting in there. And
Yes.
And so I would imagine that if you have a place that you can really, those vegetables can be really protected.
Yes,
from,
and that
from
is
that.
a very nice feature to be able to do that. When you get a greenhouse, like I didn't realize that this one was going to be so warm inside. It's something that you need to really consider your placement. I kind of wanted it over there under the trees, but then I realized, well, I really do need the sunlight. So, you got to think it through. And then, so this is where my other one was. So that made a good reason to do that. Plus, it's close to water, close to electricity, So.
Yeah.
But I think if that's what you want, somebody really wants a greenhouse, they need to probably start with a smaller one to find out if they really want one.
Yeah.
And these actually come in about twice this size.
Wow.
I can't imagine. We would have to live in it. So, but no, I'm just having a lot of fun buying plants on sale and
Yeah.
bringing them back to life.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
That's great.
I
Well, thank you for sharing that with
Thank you.
us, and we look forward to coming back.
I
and,
hope so. I hope so.
Learning how to grow more things, and it's right now. It's been raining for seems like months. It's probably only been a couple weeks, but
Yes, this was definitely probably not a good day.
it has been raining a whole lot. So, so maybe when it dries out a little
Okay.
bit, we'll come back and
Okay.
we can, hone in on planting something specific and
All right.
teach our watchers and listeners, how to.
Well, if they have some specific questions, they might send
Okay.
you some specific
Yeah.
questions we could
Okay.
answer for them. That might be something good. I would like to say that Texas A&M has said, please do not cut anything down until late.
Right.
Give it a chance to come back,
Yeah.
because that has been a problem. If you notice that tree right there back behind has no leaves, and it's barely beginning to come out.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to cut it down. So
Yeah.
in gardening,
hanging
it
on
changes
and-
from day to day.
Yeah.
So I'd
Well,
be
and
glad to.
and something that looks dead, it's just not always.
It's not always dead.
So, yeah, it's better to kind of wait
We
and
can
see.
cover those things, and
Yeah.
sure, sounds fun.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see y'all later.